Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, the quiet hum of the refrigerator your only companion, consumed by the gnawing question, what is she thinking? This universal query plagues the minds of men across the globe, particularly when a woman's presence fades, leaving a void filled with uncertainty. Does she miss you? Does she even care? The answers, often shrouded in mystery and misinterpreted cues, can be surprisingly simple, yet profoundly impactful. This isn't about manipulation or playing games, but rather about understanding the dynamics of attraction, respect, and self-worth in relationships. The truth, often uncomfortable but undeniably powerful, is this: your absence speaks volumes, often far more eloquently than your constant presence ever could. A woman's true feelings, her deepest desires, and her genuine assessment of your value come to the surface when you are no longer showering her with attention, affection, and availability. It is in this carefully crafted silence, in this strategic withdrawal, that she begins to feel something she may not have anticipated, a realization that could redefine the trajectory of your connection. So, prepare to delve into the intricate workings of the female mind, to uncover the profound effects of absence, and to learn how strategically stepping back can not only reveal a woman's true feelings, but also elevate your own self-worth and transform your relationships for the better. This is about understanding human psychology, mastering your own emotions, and ultimately, building more fulfilling and meaningful connections. Lesson 1. Absence intensifies attraction, the allure of the unavailable. The first lesson in understanding the power of absence lies in recognizing its ability to intensify attraction. Consider this. If you are perpetually available, constantly showering a woman with texts, calls, and meticulously planned dates, you inadvertently deny her the space to truly miss you. She becomes accustomed to your unwavering presence, and, as with any constant in life, it begins to feel less special, less stimulating. Think of your favorite culinary indulgence. The first bite is often an explosion of flavor, a symphony of sensations. But if you were to consume that same dish every single day, the initial excitement would inevitably wane, replaced by a sense of familiarity, perhaps even boredom. The same principle applies to relationships. When you are perpetually accessible, she might unconsciously begin to take you for granted. The spark of excitement, the thrill of anticipation, diminishes because she knows, with unwavering certainty, that you will always be there. As the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder. This isn't just a sentimental cliché. It's a fundamental truth of human psychology. When something or someone is temporarily removed from our immediate reach, we are compelled to appreciate it more profoundly. When you consciously choose to step back, to create a deliberate distance, she is naturally prompted to think about you. Her mind begins to fill with questions. Where is he? What is he doing? Why isn't he chasing me? This burgeoning curiosity, this nagging sense of wonder, can ignite a powerful spark, intensifying her feelings for you in ways that constant attention never could. Imagine a painter meticulously crafting a masterpiece. Each brushstroke is deliberate, each color carefully chosen to evoke a specific emotion. Similarly, you, as the architect of your own romantic narrative, can strategically utilize absence to create a compelling sense of intrigue and desire. Stop inundating her with incessant texts and calls. Allow her the freedom to breathe, to contemplate your absence, and to experience the subtle pang of longing. Instead of positioning yourself as perpetually available, focus your energy on cultivating your own life, pursuing your passions, achieving your goals, and nurturing your friendships. This not only makes you a more interesting and attractive individual, but it also sends a powerful message that your worth is not solely defined by her presence in your life. If she genuinely harbors feelings for you, she will inevitably begin to miss your presence, and that longing will eventually compel her to reach out. My thoughts: this is very true and something I've seen play out. The key here is authenticity. You can't fake being busy or having a life. She'll see right through it. You genuinely need to have your own passions and goals outside of the relationship. It makes you a more well-rounded and interesting person, regardless of whether it intensifies her attraction or not. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Lesson 2. Women test your emotional control. The Stoic's advantage. Many men, when confronted with a woman's withdrawal, succumb to panic. They initiate a relentless pursuit, inundating her with lengthy, emotionally charged messages, desperately seeking to understand what went wrong, frantically attempting to win her back. This knee-jerk reaction, however, often backfires spectacularly. Acting needy or desperate only serves to highlight your emotional vulnerability, signaling to her that you lack the capacity to manage your own feelings. Instead of drawing her closer, it inadvertently pushes her further away. Imagine two contrasting figures. One, a man who exudes an aura of unwavering calm, unflappable in the face of adversity. The other, a man prone to emotional outbursts, reacting impulsively to every perceived slight. Which of these figures do you believe would command greater respect, greater admiration? Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, eloquently articulated this principle when he stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Women, often subconsciously, will test men to ascertain their emotional fortitude. When she creates distance, she is, in essence, observing your reaction. If you crumble under the pressure, if you lose control and descend into a spiral of anxiety and neediness, she perceives weakness. Conversely, if you maintain a calm, unperturbed demeanor, if you project an air of self-assuredness, she recognizes strength. Therefore, when a woman begins to pull away, resist the urge to panic. Do not chase, do not beg, do not attempt to coerce her into staying. Instead, channel your energy into self-improvement. Rededicate yourself to your goals, refine your skills, and maintain a busy, fulfilling life. If she genuinely respects you, she will eventually return, drawn back by your unwavering strength and self-possession. If she does not, then it is a clear indication that she was never truly invested in the first place. Your emotional control is your ultimate power. If you remain calm, you emerge victorious. If you lose control, you forfeit your advantage. It's a deceptively simple equation, yet its implications are profound. My thoughts: this is a critical point. Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings, but about managing them effectively. It's about understanding why you're feeling a certain way and choosing how to respond, rather than reacting impulsively. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can be incredibly helpful in developing this skill. Lesson 3. Women reflect on your value, the undeniable worth of absence. When a woman is constantly in your presence, she becomes accustomed to your availability. She doesn't have the opportunity to truly miss you, to contemplate the potential void in her life should you no longer be there. However, when you intentionally step back, she is compelled to reflect on your value, to assess the impact you have had on her life. If you are perpetually accessible, constantly showering her with attention and tirelessly striving to please her, she may begin to take you for granted. She may cease to perceive you as a challenge. And as with anything that is easily obtained, your value diminishes in her eyes. Consider the very air you breathe. Do you consciously appreciate its life-sustaining properties with every breath you take? Probably not, because it is a constant, readily available resource. But if you were suddenly plunged underwater, struggling for air, you would instantly recognize its vital importance. Napoleon Bonaparte, a master strategist and astute observer of human nature, once stated, "The value of a man is in what he gives, not in what he receives." When you cease to freely dispense your time, energy, and attention, a woman is prompted to question your absence. She begins to contemplate the positive attributes you brought into her life: your confidence, your humor, your unwavering support. If you are truly valuable to her, she will inevitably feel your absence, a subtle but undeniable pang of loss. If, however, she experiences no such feeling, It is a clear indication that she never truly valued your presence in the first place. Therefore, resist the urge to be perpetually available. Grant her the space to breathe, to contemplate her life without your constant presence. Focus your attention on your own goals, your own happiness, and your own personal growth. A high-value man doesn't need to constantly prove his worth. He simply lives his life authentically, and the right woman will naturally recognize his inherent value. When you consciously choose to pull back, she will either miss you and appreciate you more deeply, or she will move on, revealing her true feelings. Either way, you emerge victorious, having gained valuable insight into her true intentions and strengthened your own sense of self-worth. My thoughts. This lesson highlights the importance of self-sufficiency. Your happiness shouldn't be dependent on another person's validation. The more you value yourself and your time, the more others will value you too. It's about creating a life you love and inviting someone to share it with you, not relying on them to complete you. Lesson 4. Ego takes a hit. The shock of lost attention. When a woman is accustomed to receiving constant attention and validation, she naturally develops a sense of control. She knows that, regardless of her actions, you will always be there, showering her with affection and unwavering support. However, when you abruptly withdraw, when you suddenly cease to provide the constant stream of validation she has come to expect, it can be a jarring experience, a direct blow to her ego. She is accustomed to being the object of your attention, the center of your universe. When that attention is diverted elsewhere, she is forced to confront a new reality, one in which she is no longer the sole recipient of your affection. This sudden shift can trigger a cascade of questions. Why isn't he chasing me? Did he lose interest? Did he find someone else? This confusion, this uncertainty, compels her to think about you even more intensely. If you never allow her to experience this sense of loss, she will remain complacent, secure in the knowledge that you will always be there. She will never be compelled to question her own feelings, to truly assess the value of your presence in her life. This is precisely why some men find themselves trapped in one-sided relationships, perpetually chasing after someone who never truly reciprocates their feelings. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, astutely observed, "The most important investment you can make is in yourself." This principle applies equally to relationships. Instead of investing all your energy into chasing after a woman, invest in your own personal growth, your own self-improvement. When you cease to fuel her ego and redirect your focus towards your own aspirations, she will inevitably feel the difference. If a woman starts to pull away, resist the urge to panic and pursue her relentlessly. Maintain your composure, remain focused on your own goals, and allow her to experience the full weight of your absence. Cultivate a life that excites you, a life that is fulfilling and meaningful regardless of her presence. When you cease to shower her with constant attention, she will either recognize your value and strive to regain your attention, or she will reveal that she was never truly interested in the first place. Either way, you retain your self-respect, and you gain valuable clarity about her true intentions. My thoughts. This lesson is about self-respect and not being afraid to lose someone who doesn't value you. It's not about trying to make her jealous, but about genuinely focusing on your own life and happiness. If she comes back, great. If not, you're still moving forward and improving yourself. Lesson 5. Power dynamic shifts, reclaiming control. When a man is perpetually available, he inadvertently relinquishes all his power in the relationship. The woman recognizes that she holds the upper hand, that she can dictate the terms of the relationship, knowing that he will always be there, waiting patiently for her attention. This imbalance of power can ultimately lead to a loss of respect over time. However, when a man consciously chooses to step back, the power dynamic undergoes a dramatic shift. She begins to feel uncertain, questioning her position in his life. She wonders, why isn't he chasing me? Did I lose him? What if he moves on? This shift in power compels her to see him in a new light, to recognize that he is not entirely under her control. If you never allow her to experience this shift, she will remain firmly in control, and you will remain in a position of weakness. A woman cannot truly respect a man who has no power in the relationship, a man who is entirely subservient to her whims. Robert Greene, the author of The 48 Laws of Power, wisely observed, "The person who cannot control their emotions is at the mercy of those who can." If you react emotionally every time she pulls away, she retains control of the situation. However, if you maintain your composure and allow her to experience the full impact of your absence, she begins to realize your value, your strength, and your independence. Don't be afraid to create distance, to let her experience what life is like without your constant presence. If she values you, she will return with a newfound respect for your boundaries and your self-worth. If she does not, then you have saved yourself from wasting your time and energy on someone who is never truly invested in the relationship. Focus on cultivating your own life, building your confidence, and becoming the kind of man who doesn't fear losing a woman. When you reach that point, you become the kind of man that women don't want to lose. My thoughts. This isn't about being dominant or controlling, but about having a healthy sense of self-respect and not being afraid to walk away from a situation that isn't serving you. It's about being willing to lose the battle to win the war, so to speak. Sometimes, stepping back is the most powerful thing you can do. Lesson 6. Absence reveals true interest, the litmus test of connection. When you are perpetually available, it is easy for a woman to take you for granted. She doesn't feel the need to fully appreciate you because she knows, with unwavering certainty, that you will always be there. However, when you consciously choose to withdraw, she is compelled to question her feelings, to truly assess the value of your presence in her life. The space you create allows her the opportunity to reflect, to contemplate what life would be like without you. If you're constantly chasing her, constantly over-explaining yourself, she never has the chance to truly miss you, to fully realize the positive impact you have on her life. In fact, if she doesn't experience any sense of loss or longing when you pull away, it is a clear indication that she doesn't value you enough, that she doesn't see you as someone irreplaceable. As the renowned author Stephen Covey eloquently stated, "We judge ourselves by what we feel capable of doing, while others judge us by what we've already done." When you are absent, she judges the value you have already added to her life. If you are truly valuable, she will feel your absence deeply, realizing how much she misses your presence, your support, and your unique perspective. However, if she doesn't feel much of anything, it is a clear sign that she never truly saw you as someone irreplaceable, someone essential to her happiness. Don't be afraid to create space, to allow her the opportunity to reflect. This isn't about playing manipulative games, but about respecting yourself enough to not constantly chase after someone who may not truly appreciate you. If she genuinely values you, your absence will make her realize what she could potentially lose. If she doesn't care, then you have learned something invaluable about her true level of interest. This is the key to discerning whether or not she is truly invested in the relationship. Never chase someone who doesn't feel your absence, because if she doesn't miss you, she probably never truly valued you in the first place. My thoughts. This is a harsh truth, but a necessary one. It's better to know where you stand than to waste your time and energy on someone who isn't truly invested. It's about being honest with yourself and accepting the reality of the situation, even if it's painful. Lesson 7. She either comes back respectfully or moves on. The fork in the road. When you consciously choose to step away, there are two potential outcomes. She will either respect the space you have created and strive to regain your attention, or she will move on, revealing that she was never truly invested in the relationship. It is crucial to avoid undermining your progress by succumbing to the temptation to chase her again, or by allowing desperation to cloud your judgment. If she doesn't respond immediately, resist the urge to flood her with messages or to beg for her attention. This will only undo all the progress you have made, making you appear weak and insecure. You must remain emotionally strong and allow her to return on her own terms. If you attempt to force the issue, you risk allowing her to regain control of the situation, perpetuating the imbalance of power. The key is to maintain control of your own emotions and to never beg for someone to return to your life. As the renowned author and motivational speaker Tony Robbins wisely stated, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. When you consciously choose to withdraw, you're introducing uncertainty into the relationship, creating a degree of discomfort for her. However, it is precisely this discomfort that compels her to reevaluate her feelings and to recognize your value. If she returns, it will be because she genuinely appreciates your presence in her life and recognizes the potential loss of your absence. If, however, she moves on without hesitation, you have saved yourself from wasting further time and energy on someone who didn't truly appreciate you. Allow her to return when she is ready, if she is ready. If she genuinely values you, she will respect the space you have given her and return with a newfound level of appreciation. Don't rush the process, and don't attempt to manipulate her feelings. If she doesn't return, then move on. A woman who moves on quickly was never truly invested in the relationship in the first place. Stay focused on your own life and allow her to earn her place back in your life. You have created the space, and now it is up to her to prove that she respects you enough to return. If she doesn't, be grateful that you avoided investing in someone who wasn't going to stay. My thoughts. This lesson is about having faith in yourself and the process. It's about trusting that if she's meant to be in your life, she will find her way back. And if not, you're better off without her. It's about having the courage to move on and find someone who truly values you. Conclusion. Embracing absence, empowering yourself. The journey through the 7 lessons of absence reveals a profound truth. The power to influence a woman's feelings lies not in constant pursuit, but in strategic withdrawal. It's not about manipulation, but about understanding the dynamics of attraction, self-worth, and respect. By embracing absence, you not only unveil a woman's true intentions, but also cultivate your own strength, independence, and emotional resilience. It's a path that leads to more authentic connections, healthier relationships, and a deeper understanding of yourself. The next step is yours. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, remember that the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Prioritize your own happiness, pursue your passions, and cultivate a life that is fulfilling and meaningful regardless of anyone else's presence. When you do that, you will naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you are, and you'll be well equipped to navigate the complexities of relationships with confidence and grace. So, take a moment now. Take a deep breath and make a commitment to yourself. Declare your intention to embrace the power of absence, to prioritize your own well-being, and to cultivate relationships that are built on mutual respect and genuine appreciation. Your life is about to change, and the possibilities are limitless. Key takeaways. Absence intensifies attraction by creating a sense of mystery and anticipation. Women test your emotional control to assess your strength and stability. Absence allows women to reflect on your value and appreciate your presence. Withdrawing attention can shake a woman's ego and make her reevaluate her feelings. Stepping back can shift the power dynamic in a relationship, reclaiming your self-respect. Absence reveals true interest, showing whether a woman genuinely values you. She either comes back respectfully or moves on, indicating the future of the relationship.